Balthazar, 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 Balthazar.
In Professor Balthazar's town lived Mike the policeman, a most popular keeper of the public order. He was unbelievably brave and self-sacrificing. He was as fast as an arrow. Only he could catch the brazen thief Barabbas. His strength was amazing, and so were his conscientiousness and politeness. He watched over the town with devotion to duty deep into the night. But when he had a day off, he would rush off out of the town. And there, far away across the hills and on the other side of the forest, lived his best friend, Ferdinand. Ferdinand carved flutes, veritable magic flutes, out of reeds, and Mike could hardly wait to play duets with him. Both Mike and Ferdinand really enjoyed these evenings together, and both looked forward impatiently to each new meeting. But one day, something happened which spoiled all this. The Housewives' Club of Professor Balthazar's town invited Mike to be the judge at a cake baking contest. The cakes were all so good that he didn't know which one to give the prize to. He had to try them all once more, so as not to make a mistake. But again, he couldn't decide. He tried again and yet again, until all the cakes had been eaten. And still he couldn't make up his mind. With a heavy heart and a still heavier stomach, he staggered home. And next morning he was amazed to see that he couldn't do up 3 of his uniform buttons. He had grown so fat overnight. The police chief reprimanded him and ordered him to take up some kind of sport in order to lose weight. Mike did as he was told, but he had to give it up. He had grown too heavy for sports. He found it more and more difficult to move, and so he got fatter and fatter. Inevitably, the day came when he could no longer catch his worst enemy, Barabbas the thief. The police chief immediately gave him notice. Mike was very sad. And on Sunday, he set off to visit his friend Ferdinand, who would surely comfort him. But he was now so heavy that his bicycle collapsed under the strain. When he realized that he couldn't reach his friend, he fell into deep despair. And this is how Professor Balthazar found him. He went home and thought how he could help him. He thought and thought and thought. And then he came up with an idea. Professor Balthazar invented the melodipede, which was half motor vehicle and half musical instrument, as Mike discovered as soon as he moved off on it. Inspired by the beautiful melody, Mike moved at such speed that everything around him echoed to the sound of his music. Ferdinand was delighted, and together they gave a concert such as never had been heard before. And in the end, what a surprise, Mike had lost weight. Thanks to Professor Balthazar's wisdom, he was once again the old slim Mike, the popular policeman in Professor Balthazar's town.
Balthazar, Balthazar.